Ferrari's new floor upgrade could divide the team and decide their 2025 season. Italian reports claim the upcoming Grand Prix was supposed to mark the debut of a major SF25 upgrade, but now, insiders say Ferrari is split behind the scenes. The aero department wants to run the floor immediately. Team boss Fred Vasseur and technical director Leclerc want to wait. This isn't just about one part. It's about timing, trust, and the direction of Ferrari's entire campaign. Can the Scuderia camp fix the understeer? Can it risk another setup failure after Hamilton's disqualification in China? And can they do all this before Red Bull and McLaren run away with the season? Ferrari's new floor is real, complete, and waiting to hit the track. Reportedly, it's the most aggressive change Ferrari has planned since launching the SF25 this season. The floor upgrade aims to solve the understeer and bring front-end bite back to corner entry. It shifts the center of pressure forward and creates downforce at higher legal ride heights. Plank wear from low running was the exact reason Hamilton got disqualified in Shanghai. This upgrade is engineered to avoid that without sacrificing speed through medium-speed turns. Ferrari knows Saudi Arabia punishes poor rotation and exposes imbalance in every section of the lap. Inside the team, opinions on deployment are split, and that split is now surfacing publicly. The aerodynamic group wants Saudi Arabia to be the starting point for this change. They say testing now brings real-time feedback and closes the gap to faster teams sooner. They believe Saudi Arabia's layout is ideal for evaluating the floor's handling impact and rear grip stability. Ferrari engineers have simulated it, run wind tunnel checks, and feel confident the change is track-ready. But leadership sees it differently. The floor belongs to a larger upgrade suite scheduled for full release in Saudi Arabia. That includes changes to the front wing, diffuser geometry, and rear-end flow management. The team boss and technical director want those parts installed together for accurate correlation. Testing one in isolation, they argue, won't give meaningful conclusions or replicable feedback. They're also focused on stabilizing the SF25's current baseline setup before adding new variables. The fear is that Saudi Arabia's rough surface and heat will blur data collection altogether. Inside the garage, both setups are being prepped, new and current, side by side. If the green light comes, both will run back-to-back in Friday's practice sessions. Engineers will compare telemetry, driver feedback, and tire degradation across identical stints, however. No one knows yet what the final call will be. Ferrari's engineering floor is tense, and pressure is rising with every session they trail Red Bull. McLaren is also upgrading, Mercedes is improving, and to keep the pace up, Ferrari has got potential solutions handy. But will they use them? A part of the paddock argues delay means risking another result like Japan or China. Others insist Saudi Arabia isn't the place for half measures or split package experimentation. One wrong reading could set the Saudi Arabia launch off course. Still, every race spent waiting gives rivals more data, more points, more momentum. This isn't about one floor. This is about the championship timeline. And just 5 days before FP1, Ferrari stands on the edge of a decision that changes everything. Will they attack Saudi Arabia with the unknown, or protect the plan and risk standing still? Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari in 2025 was one of the most anticipated shifts in Formula One history. The 7-time world champion seemingly wanted to rejuvenate his career and bring glory back to the Scuderia. However, the season's opening races have presented unforeseen challenges. They cast doubts on this high-profile partnership. In Australia, the inaugural race of the season, Hamilton secured a 10th-place finish. This result couldn't meet the expectations set for a driver of his caliber and a team with Ferrari's legacy. The SF25's performance raised eyebrows, and insiders pointed to underlying issues, which called for immediate attention. The Chinese Grand Prix offered a glimpse of hope, though. Hamilton flaunted his prowess by clinching victory in the sprint race and marked his first win in red. This achievement hinted at the potential of the Hamilton-Ferrari alliance. However, the main race painted a different picture. Hamilton finished 6th but was later disqualified due to excessive skid block wear on his SF25. This technical infringement nullified his efforts and spotlighted the car's compliance issues. The subsequent Japanese Grand Prix added to the mounting concerns. Hamilton qualified 8th and managed to finish 7th. Post-race, he didn't mince words, describing the car as underperforming. He talked about significant issues with the rear of the car and suggested a notable deficit compared to front-runners. This candid admission accented the challenges Ferrari faced in delivering a competitive package. Team boss Fred Vasseur acknowledged the team's subpar start. He estimated that Ferrari was approximately 3 to 4 tenths of a second off the pace of leading teams. Vasseur, however, remained optimistic. He drew parallels to previous seasons where mid-season developments bridged performance gaps. This optimism, while encouraging, did little to quell the immediate concerns surrounding the team's competitiveness. Further complicating matters, reports came out of a potential split within the Ferrari camp. Charles Leclerc reportedly expressed intentions to diverge in car development directions. This move hinted at underlying apprehensions and differing perspectives on addressing the SF25's shortcomings. Such internal dynamics could influence the team's cohesion and strategic decisions in the races to come. Presently, the team is at a crossroads. It's busy deciding whether to introduce an upgraded floor to the SF25. This component aims to rectify the car's balance and performance issues. However, internal debates persist about the timing and potential impact of this upgrade. The outcome of this decision could significantly influence Ferrari's trajectory this season. Hamilton's Ferrari move has been anything but smooth. The synergy between driver and machine remains elusive. Pressure from fans and stakeholders is mounting, and given the scenario, the question arises, can Ferrari and Hamilton overcome these early setbacks to mount a credible championship challenge? Charles Leclerc finished fourth in Japan, the best result for Ferrari this season in a Grand Prix. He outqualified Hamilton and ran a clean race, but still trailed the podium by over 20 seconds. Sources inside Ferrari say Leclerc is no longer mirroring Hamilton's setup notes going into each weekend. He reportedly told the garage that he's going his own way. This move is utterly unusual mid-season and suggests growing frustration with the direction of the SF25 setup. Leclerc has spent 2 seasons adapting to various teammate styles, from Vettel's brake preferences to Sainz's entry speeds. But this time, he's reportedly abandoning compromise and pushing for a setup built around him. Insiders say he believes the car is hang-on drivable and lacks mid-corner thrust when fully loaded. He's focused on stabilizing the rear in high-speed corners, where snap oversteer has cost him time. In Suzuka, telemetry showed he lifted early through turns 7 and 13 compared to Verstappen and Norris. Ferrari engineers have acknowledged the car's inconsistent corner balance between qualifying trim and race fuel loads. Leclerc has reportedly asked for different ride height mapping and rear suspension tweaks, independent of Hamilton's preferences. This means Saudi Arabia could see both Ferrari cars running distinct mechanical setups, an uncommon risk early in the season, believe analysts. Team insiders say Leclerc pushed hard during Monday's simulator work to validate the changes before FP1. He has also been reviewing 2023 Jeddah onboard footage to match braking and throttle application patterns. One complication is tire wear. Jeddah is a high-speed street circuit with limited grip early in the weekend. Separate setups may amplify problems through sectors where mechanical grip is already hard to generate. Leclerc has placed trust in his own feelings. Ferrari's golden boy is hoping it translates to long-run consistency over one-lap pace. Insiders familiar with the Jeddah simulations say his changes have potential, if managed lap to lap without overcorrection. But there's another layer, Ferrari's internal apprehension around who the car is actually being developed for. Some within the garage worry Leclerc's direction could split data and slow overall development. Others argue Ferrari must explore every option if it wants to beat McLaren and Red Bull in race pace. Jeddah has historically stood against setups that react poorly to surface evolution and wind shifts along the corniche. The track's walls leave no margin for error. Setup misjudgments are costly, and at times, race-ending. Leclerc has taken technical risks before as well. Some paid off, others didn't, but reportedly, this one carries real stakes. If the car handles better in Leclerc's hands, pressure will mount to follow his path across future races. But in case it backfires, Saudi Arabia could mark a drastic psychological change in Ferrari's driver hierarchy and future upgrade priorities. Is Charles Leclerc pulling away from Hamilton, or driving Ferrari deeper into uncertainty? Ferrari's at a tipping point. One choice could fix everything, or break it wide open. Leclerc, Hamilton, upgrades, apprehension, it's all building pretty quick. What happens next could flip the scene. Or is it going to make cracks on Ferrari's foundation that no upgrade can ever seal again? Don't miss what's coming. Tap subscribe now, because the real story hasn't even started yet.